installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. Oh, a nice spin. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll get it out here, the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Bombers.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Working out of the gun is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Mike McGlinchey, former first-round pick out of Notre Dame, with a penalty. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Bombers.
Nix from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Bombers.
Here's Nix once more. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their time.
A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Looking to throw. Nix. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Marvin Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here we go, son. Nice.
Play action. It's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jabba Barrett. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Nix to the air. And that's incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nick's going to keep this himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Up the middle, A-Chan. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd and 7. inside, complete. That's Franklin. And he is into the end zone from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the gun, here's Fields. Complete. Smith has it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hold on, set. Hold on. Ready. Go. Captain. Olay.
Throwing Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Achane gets it from the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Touchdown! Marvin Mims with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Their own 14-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Angel. Here we go, son. Move to PA, move here, son. Right.
Here's Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Back to throw, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 14 yards.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Give to Hall running right. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here we go, son. 58, 58, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Nix. Off the mark, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Bombers. Hey! Joe. Captain. Ole!
Back to the air with Nix. Incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's 2nd and 10.
Through the 12. Ready.
To throw is Nix. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
17-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half.
31. Jets, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19. Angel. Tonight.
Here's Fields. Open man is up. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature.
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. A final shot before break. Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 29.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 45.
Now it's Fields. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
19 wins.
Fields now to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
Here we go. First and goal at the
to the air again, Fields. That is caught by Mitchell for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Go.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Jets 8.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, Achane. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. A run straight ahead with Achane. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Ball 11. Captain. Chill.
Nix to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Bombers.
Now it's Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Xander Horvath, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them are the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Broncos.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Nix from the shotgun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll give this to a champ. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That gives him 90. Pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for it. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
One play action, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
Here we go.
Straight ahead is Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Fields. Complete. This is Mitchell. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll give the Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a 1st down without scoring.
2nd and 4.
Extend.
Here's Hall again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing
these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
He'll dump this off to Achane. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Broncos.
In motion, the tight end. And the tight end goes in motion left. On the handoff, it's Achane. A beautiful fake. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nick's going to give the Hardy. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Nice 44. Bombers, bomb, ready. Ready. Return. Away, away, away. Away.
Throwing Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready. Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee.